Welcome back to Medora Minutes, a Bible study designed to help you start your week with the Lord and in His Word. Today we're going to be taking a look at Genesis 39, verses 1 through 6. I've titled it, Who Am I Working For? Joseph is now a slave in Egypt. He's been assigned to work in the house of a man named Potiphar. He could have been angry. He was sold into slavery after being kidnapped by his brothers. And yet somewhere along the way, Joseph made the decision not to abandon the Lord. In return, the Lord did not abandon him. In verse 3, we see, and his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. Because of this, Potiphar made the wise decision. He promoted Joseph, and by the time it's all finished down in verse 6, and he, Potiphar, had left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he didn't even know what he had anymore. Joseph was in charge of the entire estate of Potiphar. Why was this? Well, you see, Joseph wasn't working for Potiphar. He was working for the Lord. All through the Bible, we are told specifically to work as though we are working for the Lord. Colossians 3:23 and 24 is a very good example of this. And whatsoever you do, do it heartily. In Ecclesiastes 9:10, it says, do it with all your might. Don't be lazy. Don't do halfway work. Work heartily. But why should we do that? Back to Colossians. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as unto the Lord. You're not working for your boss. You're not working for your clients. You're working for the Lord. Keep on with Colossians. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. Don't make your work a performance. Do it for the Lord, and others will notice just as a natural consequence. But still, why do we do it? What keeps us moving forward? Colossians 3, verse 24. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ. We look at Joseph. Verse 5. It came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house and over all he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was on all that he had in the house and in the field. If you put your entire work as unto the Lord and not unto men, not unto your boss, not for your co-workers, you're working for the Lord. He will bless you. Now, you may not be put in charge of the entire company. It might, but most of the time not. It may be that you won't always see all that you do as far as the blessings. Leave that to the Lord. You have one boss, and that's Jesus Christ. Over this next week, I would encourage you to meditate on this. Genesis 39, verses 1 through 6. Who are you working for? God willing, we'll talk again next week. Thank you for listening.